Welcome to Outdoor Oasis Ideas. Today we explore a charming cottage garden where color, texture, and gentle pathways invite us to slow down and enjoy the outdoors. We begin at the entry of the garden, where a white picket fence frames a tapestry of flowers and a gravelly path that leads toward a teal front door. The fence acts as a soft boundary, signaling both welcome and protection, while the stones of the stepping path create a calm rhythm underfoot. As we move closer, the cottage's light gray siding and blue front door establish a friendly, approachable mood that viewers can replicate in their own homes. The central idea here is to blend structure with abundance. Structure comes from the defined path, the cottage, and the fence. Abundance pours from the riot of flowering plants arranged in layered borders. We see geraniums, marigolds, lavender, and hydrangea weaving together with greens of boxwood and ferns. This combination teaches a fundamental design principle. Balance between organization and generosity. A garden should feel planned, yet alive with surprises. We shift our focus to the left border, where tall blooms rise above a low border of compact perennials. The taller specimens provide vertical interest, drawing the eye upward and creating a sense of depth. The shorter plants tucked at the base offer a lush carpet of color and texture. We describe a simple planting strategy for viewers. Select a backbone of evergreen or structural perennials for year-round form. then layer in seasonal blossoms to ensure ongoing color and movement. A bright sea of orange zinnias greets us near the fence, punctuated by white's crispness and touches of purple. Their vibrant hue provides a lively counterpoint to the soft pastels elsewhere in the garden. We note how color planning can guide viewers' choices. Choose a small number of dominant hues and let them repeat across different beds to create harmony, while sprinkling in accent colors to keep the eye curious. Moving toward the center, the stepping stones become a conversational path. Each stone is carefully placed with a hint of moss growing in the gaps, reminding us that nature loves a little spontaneity. The path narrows slightly as it approaches the cottage's door. Guiding guests toward the entrance in a gentle, inviting way. We share practical tips for creating such a path. Select natural stones with varied shapes for a rustic look, ensure even spacing for safety, and allow ground cover to peek through for a soft, forgiving edge. The garden beds near the cottage window are alive with a mix of flowering annuals and perennials. Lavender's silver-green leaves and delicate purple blooms give fragrance and texture, while poppies and zinnias provide bold color and a sense of whimsy. We explain how to plan plant groups by considering bloom time, scent, and height. A tall plant at the back, medium-height flowers in the middle, and lower ground covers along the front create a layered tapestry that feels curated yet effortless. A small blue birdhouse perched on a post draws the eye and hints at a life thriving in the garden. The birdhouse serves as a gentle focal point that invites viewers to pause, listen, and observe. We discuss how to introduce subtle focal points that anchor a space without dominating it. A whimsical sculpture, a vintage planter, or a carefully placed statue can all offer personality if positioned with restraint. On the right side, a cluster of flowering shrubs and a burst of color from annuals create a continuous line of interest along the garden edge. The shrubs provide structure and seasonal changes, while the annuals deliver vibrant moments of color. We advise viewers to think in layers and in seasons. Plan for spring, summer, and autumn color shifts so the garden remains compelling year-round. The cottage garden's atmosphere is enhanced by a generous amount of greenery and texture. Broadleaf plants with voluminous foliage coexist with fine, lacy foliage that dances in the breeze. We encourage viewers to experiment with contrasts. The bold texture of a hydrangea against the delicate fringe of a veronica can create a striking visual dialogue. Remember, contrast adds depth, while cohesion keeps the space feeling intentional and peaceful. we turn to maintenance, the practical heart of any garden project. A garden like this thrives with regular, simple care. We propose a light weekly routine. Inspect for pests and disease, prune spent blooms, trim back any overgrown stems, and refresh mulch to conserve moisture and suppress weeds. Watering should be deep and infrequent, allowing roots to grow strong. If rainfall is sufficient, let nature provide what it can, adjusting irrigation as needed to avoid water waste. Mulch is highlighted as a quiet hero. A thick layer around plant bases reduces evaporation, stabilizes soil temperature, and minimizes weed growth. We describe how to choose mulch. Organic mulch enriches the soil as it decomposes, while inorganic options offer longer-lasting control. Viewers learn to refresh mulch once or twice a year in alignment with seasonal cycles for a tidy, polished look. Lighting is another subtle tool in this design. Soft garden lighting along the path can extend enjoyment into the evening hours and create a warm, welcoming glow. We suggest practical, easy-to-install options. low-voltage LED lights along borders, a few accent lanterns near the seating area, and perhaps a spotlight to highlight a favorite flowering shrub. The goal is gentle illumination that emphasizes safety and mood without overpowering the natural beauty. We invite viewers to imagine adapting this cottage garden to their own climate and space. If space is limited, focus on the entry zone and a single flowering border. If there is more room, add a small seating nook and a secondary border to extend the experience. The key is to start with a plan, choose a unifying color family, and plant in layers to create depth and movement. This journey through the garden teaches a simple philosophy. Beauty comes from thoughtful repetition and relaxed abundance. Curved pathways guide movement with ease, a shared color palette unifies the beds, and the cottage setting anchors the scene with warmth and charm. The garden becomes a living invitation, an outdoor room that welcomes family, friends, and quiet moments of reflection. As the video draws to a close, we invite viewers to take a moment to envision their own version of this scene. What evergreen backbone would give structure all year? Which flowering plants would bring color and fragrance to their mornings? How might a small bird feeder or a decorative mailbox add personality to the entry? The possibilities are many, and every choice helps build a more inviting outdoor space. Welcome, as always, to the channel's world of practical, accessible garden design. Your journey toward an outdoor oasis starts here, with ideas you can implement this season. Remember to like this video, subscribe for more weekly guidance on how to garden, landscape design ideas, and everyday gardening practices. Share your garden plans in the comments, and let's grow together as a community.